Welcome back to the Lawkward Chronicles. My name is Larissa and today I'm going to be going over my December TBR. First of all, November, which you can look forward to my wrap up after, next week or the next video after this one. I did really well with reading. Reading was spectacular, phenomenal. I don't know how December's gonna go. I don't know. It could really go one of two ways, either like super great, all I do is read because it's cold and snowy out, or I don't want to do anything because I'm busy doing other things, which I really can't imagine myself being in the snow. But who knows? I do want to go skating. That's not the point. Let's see how many books I have that I want to read. I didn't even count. 7. Whew. And it was 8. It was 8, but I took one off because I said that's very unlikely that I'm going to get to that one. Actually, I wanted it 9. Oh, this is going to be tough. All right, we're just going to mood read this whole month. I really love finishing my TBRs though. I really do. Oh, it brings me such joy. But I'm such a mood reader, so it's really hard to plan for these things. So yeah, okay. There was 9. Maybe it'll happen. This is tough. This is a tough one. All right, let me grab the other book. Now that that's sorted, all right, so I have what, 9 books, did we say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 2 of them are holiday related. So yeah, I'm just not really a big, I love holiday books sometimes, and I have to really be in the mood for them. And the problem is I get really in the mood for like Christmas themed books after Christmas. The first book up has been on my bookshelf for far too long. It gives off Witcher vibes, and I love The Witcher. And I think it's a great book to read in this time, just because the cover itself looks a little wintry. And that is Fate of the Fallen by Kel Cade. Here it is. Let's read the synopsis. Not all stories have happy endings. Everyone loves Matthias. Yeah, Matthias. Naturally, when he discovers it's his destiny to save the world, he dives in headfirst, pulling his best friend, Aslo, along for the ride. However, saving the world isn't as easy as it sounds in the stories. The going gets rough and folks start to believe their best chance for survival is to surrender to the forces of evil, which isn't how the prophecy goes at all. As the list of allies grows thin and the friends find themselves staring death in the face, they must decide how to become the heroes they were destined to be, or failing that, how to survive. I thought, that is not who I pictured Kel Cade to be. This is Kel. I wonder if it's short for Kelly or something. I love that name. That's not how I pictured. I thought it was a male author. So this is even higher up on my TBR. The secondary tagline is, "For men to rise, heroes must fall." I think from what I remember people saying, it's the hero, the supposed prophesied hero, dies and his best friend, like his sidekick, has to take over the mission to fulfill the prophecy and everything. So it's kind of like what, Frodo and Sam, but then Sam becomes the main hero. So there's that. But looks like it's a little bit of fantasy. I don't know. I'm excited. Again, it's giving me Witcher vibes just because of the cover. And I'm obsessed with this cover. I'm also obsessed with The Witcher. But we won't get into that because things have happened with that series that we're just, yep, okay. Next up is Beyond the Wand by Tom Felton. I don't have this one currently. I will be getting it when, the deals start rolling in. It's currently Thanksgiving, so I'm keeping an eye on for like Cyber Monday so I can order it and get a really good price on it. And this is just a memoir by Tom Felton and his time on the Harry Potter set, as well as like his time afterwards and the friendships that he's made. and just his life in general. And I really would love to read it. I really love Tom Felton. I think he is so funny, just cast perfectly. And it's so wild to me. I gotta look this up for you. This is absolutely absurd to me. Tom Felton, total screen time of all the Harry Potter films totaled out to be 31 minutes and 45 seconds in all 8 Harry Potter films. I just feel like he was there all the time. And he was only in 31 minutes and 45 seconds. And the thing is, I think whatever lawyer he had got him a crap ton of money for those 31 minutes. Like, his contract for that, phenomenal. So, oh, it just blows my mind. It blows my mind, because you just think he's just always there. It's crazy. He was only in 31 minutes. 32, if you're rounding up. Oh, so absurd. In all 8. He averaged 4 minutes of screen time per movie. That's so crazy to me. Obviously that wasn't the case, but like, so weird. So weird. Okay. Well, anyway, I really want to read his memoir because I really love him, and I want to just add to my Harry Potter shelf, and his memoir will definitely be going on there. Maybe I'll put it in my memoir section. I'm going to rearrange my bookshelves for the new year, but we're not doing that yet because it's not the new year yet. Next up is Isn't It Romantic by Lisa K. Adams, and it's part of the Bromance Book Club series. This particular book, I mean, it follows a different person in the Bromance Book Club, and this one is with Vlad, who is a Russian hockey player with digestive issues, and I absolutely love him. He's so quirky, he's so funny, and just, he loves romance so much. And I am so excited to finally read his story. Oh, I just love him so much. It's a really fun, cute little romance, very lighthearted stuff. I think this is the 4th. And then leading up to the Christmas themed book or the holiday book, is A Very Merry Bromance. So another book in the Bromance Book Club series. And this one is following Colton, who is a country singer. I don't really know anything else more than that. And yeah, again, I don't really read too much into the synopses because I don't really like to. But again, I really like the series. I think it's so fun, and since there's a holiday themed one, I figured I should read it because, again, I just love the series and I want to read it, and I've been slacking on them. Very much slacking on it. Next up is The Mistake by L. Kennedy. It is the 2nd book in the Off-Campus series, and this one follows John Logan, or Logan. So the first book I just read, spoiler alert, I read in November, and I liked it. It's a sports romance. It follows hockey players at college, so I love a college setting and I love sports romances. Is it the best sports romance series that I've read? No, absolutely not. I've read so many sports romance books that have done way better. It's super cheesy, super just, it can be kind of cringy, but the smut, I'm there for it, and I love the college vibes, and I'm excited to see where it goes. A lot of people love this series, and I feel bad because I do like it. I like it. I don't love it. So I know for a lot of people it's like one of their favorite series, and it's not mine, unfortunately, but I do enjoy the read for it. So there's that. Next up is all right. I've been putting this one off because I wanted to read it in December, and it's so stupid as to why. It is called It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, and I wanted to read it in December because it's the end of the year. And I wanted to read It Ends With Us around the New Year time, so then I can go into January with It Starts With Us, because I want to end the year and then start the year. So dumb. But, so this is not a holiday book at all. It looks very like spring, summery time, but this is kind of heavy. Anyway, Sometimes the one who loves you is the one who hurts you the most. Lily hasn't always had it easy. This is a really long. Well, apparently it's about Lily and Atlas. Lily is in a very toxic relationship, or was in a toxic relationship. I think she has a child. I don't know. Maybe it's about co-parenting. I don't really want to go. I don't really want to know. I don't want to know. I just know people really enjoy this. Yeah, apparently there's not much of Atlas in this one, but there's a lot in Atlas, and it starts with us, and people didn't really enjoy It Starts With Us because it wasn't as like twisty turny, which I think I'm really gonna like it because I just love a happy, good, touchy feely read that doesn't really have a bunch of crazy stuff happening. But on the other hand, I love a twisty romance. So I'm excited for this one. We'll see what Lily gets up to, because apparently it's wild. And like, I need to get some Gooby on because stickers on books. Who does that? It's annoying. It's awful. Next up is, I don't think I'm going to get to this one, to be completely honest, but we'll put it on here just in case I'm in the mood. It's When He Was Wicked. It's Francesca's story in the Bridgerton series. My goal was to finish the Bridgerton series this year. That's not going to happen. Including this one, I have 3 more books in the series, and I kind of burned out on them. I read them too quickly. I should have spaced it out per month, and yeah, I mean, they kind of got dull, but I've heard the last 2 books are phenomenal. And I am genuinely excited to read Francesca's story because she doesn't really get a lot of screen time. Also, like in the series, they recasted her, so that's interesting. They've made a lot of interesting choices, as in they put Penelope's story next instead of, why do I want to call him Benjamin? Anyway, they're shooting him out of order now, and that bothers me, but whatever. It's fine. I'm fine. But yeah, so we'll see. I probably won't get to this one. Kind of bummed about that. Maybe next year, but we'll keep it on there in case I'm in the mood, and I kind of have been leaning towards being in the mood for it, so we'll see. And then next up is Just Like Magic. I'm gonna have to look at this one. It's by Sarah Hogel, and I'm gonna have to rent this one. I have it on Libby. I don't know if I'll get it because I don't like to buy holiday books either, unless they're like a couple bucks. So yeah, the holidays were never her thing until she accidentally conjures the holiday spirit before her very eyes. Betty Hughes once knew the comfort of luxury, flaunting... Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. So apparently Betty is from a very wealthy, well-off family, and her grandma is like extremely wealthy, famous person, and her parents and siblings are like famous secondhand off of grandma, and Betty loses everything. Absolutely everything. She's super poor, but she's still posting and photoshopping herself like she's going on these big trips and all these things, and pretending she is still living that lifestyle when she's essentially living out of her car, or has, yeah, but none of her friends or her family know that she is severely financially broke. And then something about conjuring the Christmas spirit, and there's probably love ensue there. So yeah, that'll be interesting. I really hope this, let's see. Oh, I am like, oh no. I don't think that one's gonna happen. If I do read this, it'll be because I bought it on my Kindle, because it's on like a 26-week wait or several months wait, and that's no good. We'll hold out hope. We'll hold out hope. Last up is our book club pick of the month for the Lawkward Chronicles book club. I'm so excited. I've heard so much about this book, and I can't wait to read it. It's a backlist title, so it's not new. I don't even know when it was published, but the hype around it that I've heard this year alone has been absurd. And I've heard it compared to The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. It came out in June of 2019, so it's been out for a hot minute. And it is City of Girls by Elizabeth Gilbert. I have only read Eat, Pray, Love by her, and I really loved that book, so I am very interested to see what City of Girls is all about. And I've heard it's a 19-year-old Vivian Morris has just been kicked out of Vassar College in 1940 owing wow, can't read, I can do this, owing to her lackluster freshman year performance. Her affluent parents send her to Manhattan to live with her Aunt Peg, who owns a flamboyant theater. There, Vivian is introduced to an entire cosmos of unconventional and charismatic characters, but when Vivian makes a personal mistake that results in professional scandal, it will lead her to a new understanding of the kind of life she craves, and the kind of freedom it takes to pursue it. It will also lead to the love of her life. Now 89 and telling her story at last, Vivian recalls how the events of those years altered the course of her life. Written with a powerful wisdom about human desire and connection, City of Girls is a love story like no other. So I can already see the correlation that people have made with Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. So I'm excited to... This is a chunker, too. Is that a mistake? I don't know. It's 466 pages, but yes, it's kind of sounding very similar layout style to Seven Husbands. I'm excited, but I've heard people absolutely love this book. So we'll see if we do. So that's going to be our book club, City of Girls by Elizabeth Gilbert. It's backlisted, so it should be pretty easily accessible in libraries, or I think I found this one in Goodwill. So that was a find. That was a find and a half. So yeah, I'm trying to get through these TBR shelves, and this one has been on there for far too long, so we're doing it. Okay, that's gonna do it for us. That is my TBR for December. If you like these videos, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. It helps me know that you're enjoying them. And then also, if you'd like to subscribe so you don't miss one of these videos or any of my other book related content videos, that would be cool beans. It was uncomfortable. Yeah, with that being said, respect others or respect yourself and do something amazing with your day. Thanks, bye.